Hey everybody, welcome to Fragrance Explorer. My name's Robert and today I'm taking a look at 3 of my favorite temptingly sweet fragrances. So let's get started. It's been a couple of months since I published a review and I feel like I need to explain why. Shortly after I published the Bevy of Boozy Bouquets video, I was diagnosed with bladder cancer. Now the month of December ended up being pretty busy for me. I was hospitalized for a while and then I had some surgery, and I'm going to try to get back into regularly producing content, but that may get interrupted from time to time with my follow-up treatments. But if you're interested in hearing more about my cancer journey, I'll put a link in the description box below to a testimonial and a sermon that I gave at my church last month. And enough said about that, let's get on with the review. First up is 1 Million Lucky from Paco Rabanne. 1 Million Lucky is a sweet woody fragrance introduced in 2018. This is probably the most complimented fragrance that I own, and you can see that I just about need to reorder. 1 Million Lucky opens with plum, grapefruit, bergamot, and a synthetic ozonic note that's intended to give a hint of the atmosphere just before a thunderstorm. The heart notes are built on hazelnut, cedar, jasmine, and honey. The honey and hazelnut are the key sweet players in this mix, and they differentiate it from all the other sweet fragrances in my arsenal. The base has some sweet musky patchouli along with amberwood, vetiver, and oak moss. Now I'm a married man, so I'm not looking to pull compliments from women other than my wife, but I can report that this fragrance gets very positive responses from my wife. And I usually get unsolicited compliments from both men and women whenever I wear this fragrance. 1 Million Lucky is extremely versatile. You can wear it year-round, day or night, with one caveat. This fragrance does have moderate to strong sillage, and in warm weather, with the sweetness, this could come off as cloying if you don't go easy on the spritzing. I'm going to rank all 3 of these fragrances at the end of the review for performance, but spoiler alert, this fragrance performs very well. It's long-lasting and has good projection. Next up is Pure XS from Paco Rabanne. Pure XS is categorized as a spicy aromatic fragrance, but it's strongly rooted in sweet accords. It was introduced in 2017. Now when I purchased Pure XS, I was looking for something to bolster my cold weather cache, and it was a blind buy. Now it's a fantastic but somewhat underrated fragrance that's become part of my regular rotation. Pure XS launches with a fizzy, spicy blend of ginger, grapefruit, and aromatic green herbs. The citrus opening dies away fairly quickly and gets overtaken with a boozy liquor accord in the heart, along with vanilla, sweet apple, and cinnamon spice. Now Pure XS is unique in my collection as it currently is the only fragrance I have that includes myrrh in its base. It's warm, dark, mysterious, and sweet. It smells a bit like a mixture of frankincense and terpenes and sweet amber. Now Pure XS is sweet from top to bottom with ginger, vanilla, cinnamon, apple, sugar, sweet patchouli. The bouquet of Pure XS is addictive. It's a fragrance that has grown on me over time. Now the first time I wore it, I thought it was pretty good, but it didn't really captivate me in any way. But the more I've worn it, the more I've come to appreciate how good it really is. It doesn't have a great ranking on Fragrantica, but I think that it's highly underrated, and likely because people reviewed it too quickly before taking some time to really appreciate how unique it is. Pure XS is masculine, rich, sweet, boozy, and balsamic. This is a perfect fragrance for evening affairs when wearing more sophisticated clothing. Like 1 Million Lucky, Pure XS is also a good performing fragrance with moderate sillage and strong longevity. Last up on our Sweet Temptation trio is Paul Gaultier's Lamar. Now I know this is an old fragrance. It's been around for a long time. It was introduced all the way back in 1995. Nevertheless, I still find this fragrance, it's a fragrance that I love to reach for when I'm looking for something that's sweet and a crowd pleaser. Lamar opens with artemisia, mint, bergamot, and the sweetness of cardamom. The mid has lavender, cumin, sweet orange blossom, and a warm cinnamon note. This all rides on top of a sweet base that includes sandalwood, cedar, tonka bean, and sweet amber. Finally, we get that vanilla note that defines this fragrance. Lamar is playful. Even with its age, it still has this youthful appeal, and women respond to this fragrance. I have a 20-year-old daughter that likes to go into my room and spritz this fragrance on herself because she loves the smell, especially vanilla. Now, I view Lamar as more of a casual party fragrance. Now, like the other fragrances, Lamar is a strong performer. It has moderate to strong sillage and is fairly long-lasting. I get around 5 hours of wear time before I need to refresh. So let's get to ranking these fragrances. We'll rate them in areas of masculinity, longevity, sillage, and overall value. To do this, I normalize the Fragrantica community ratings in each of these areas so that we can compare the fragrances more objectively. Now here are the rankings for masculinity based on normalized, aggregated user reviews on Fragrantica. In third place, we have Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Lucky. Taking second position is Paul Gaultier's Lamar, and the most masculine fragrance, just barely edging out Lamar, we have Paco Rabanne Pure XS. Now in the area of longevity, in third place, we have Pure XS. Second place for longevity goes to Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Lucky, with the longevity winner being JPG's Lamar. Now from a longevity standpoint, all three of these fragrances are very close, but the aggregated votes on Fragrantica do give the edge on longevity to Lamar, but just barely edging out 1 Million Lucky. Now in the performance category of sillage, our third place position goes to 1 Million Lucky. In second place, just barely overtaking 1 Million Lucky, we have Pure XS, with the first place sillage position going to JPG's Lamar. The last category is the value rating. And the way I used to calculate this category was by looking at the typical discount that you can get on these fragrances when buying from online discounters, averaged with the other three ranking areas. However, I decided to go back and use the community value ratings on Fragrantica and normalize this by the number of voters for each fragrance, just like I do in the other categories, because pricing varies from market to market, and everyone that watches this channel might not be able to have the access to the same distribution chain that I get here in the United States. So hopefully this gives us a better worldwide representation of the fragrance value. With that in mind, our third place position for value goes to Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Lucky, which was almost a tie with our second place contender, which goes to Paco Rabanne's Pure XS. Now that leaves our first place value going to Paul Gaultier's Lamar. I love all three of these fragrances. Lamar is youthful, jubilant, and it's a party type fragrance that's sweet and mildly spicy with standout notes of vanilla and cinnamon. Pure XS is more sophisticated and upscale. It's sweet, boozy and balsamic, and perfectly situated for cool weather evening wear with a suit or a sports jacket. 1 Million Lucky is perhaps the most versatile. Its honey sweet, juicy, and nutty character is a crowd pleaser that pulls compliments from both women and men. It's just as suitable to wear with jeans and a polo as it is with a suit and tie. I'm glad to have all three of these in my collection. They provide a diversified portfolio of redolent sweetness to satisfy any mood or occasion. So there you have it, a trio of sweet temptations that can help you round out your collection. Now let me know what you think of these three in the comments. I hope you like the review and the ranking system that I'm using. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the videos, and thank you so much for engaging in the comments and being kind and thoughtful. It's really encouraging to hear from you guys, and it helps me stay motivated to make more content. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you all have a blessed week, and we'll see you next time.